All right, shalom. Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, we want to give all praise, all honor, and all glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Ruach HaKodesh. Would also like to give double honors to our elders and apostles at Great Millstone that do well. And would like to say peace and salutations to the Lord's elect, the hopeful elect in 1/3. And Lord's will, this lesson will be edifying and exhorting to the sincere sheep of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ruach HaKodesh. I'm the brother Gabar War, and I got the brother Karatazah with me.
Shalom.
And the Wadiya Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ruach HaKodesh, for giving us the inspiration to do this lesson. And as the title reads, your what if is wrong. And pretty much this is a lesson, going into more correction on the heathenistic, Gentile, mere mortal mindset of people when it comes to understanding, when it comes to the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and really when it comes to understanding of the purpose of life, which the purpose of life as an Israelite, if you want to get, is Ecclesiastes 12 and 13. Yep. We'll start with there. But the other day I was at work, and this song came on by Joanne Osborne. And when I heard her song, in the spirit, I said, yo, what if is wrong? And I was talking to the brother about it. And then through the spirit, we said, hey, let's put it on wax. So let's go to Ecclesiastes 12. We'll start there. And you got it, brother.
All right. This is the book of Ecclesiastes 12 and 13. It says, let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear the Most High and keep his commandments, for this is the whole duty of man.
Right. This is the purpose of creation of the Israelites. All right. To serve Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Then also with us having the law, serving the Lord, that dictates more order on earth when it comes to heathens. Yep. So people have this what if notion. What is the meaning of life? Yep. See, you know where confusion comes in? When you take who you call God out the picture. Yeah. When you take Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai out the picture, now everything is, what are we here? What are we on earth for?
Too many questions.
Too many questions. Yep. When it's simple. All right. The world was created for who? Our sake. Let's get that real quick. Second Esdras. Yep. We're gonna go to the video, the lyrics of the song, but through the spirit, we're doing what? We're already answering it. Yep. Second Esdras 6 and 54. Actually, yep. That's a beautiful precept.
This is the book of Second Esdras 6 and 54. It says, and after these, Adam also, whom thou madest Lord of all thy creatures, of whom come we all.
Right, we all come from Adam. But because Esau has been given a portion of power for a moment of time, he's taken out the truth of creation. Could have been a bug, could have been a germ, could have been a big bang, could have been a monkey. See, when you take all these things out, that leaves room for questions when we have the simplicity and truth. Yeah. Right? Yep. Keep going.
And it says, of him come we all.
Right. All humans, okay, come from the nation of Adam, Adamites. Like before you were called human, what were you called? You see, these are things that we talk about because the rest of the known world, starting in Babylon, which literally blankets the world, right, they don't think of these things. You don't think about what were humans called before human? What did people speak before English? Right. What was the order of things? Nobody thinks about that because you live in a fast-paced society with a powerful, opinionated nation that doesn't allow your thought to, when it questions their ideology, to be entertained. Yeah. That's the problem. Now, if you start thinking other things that coincide with Babylon, then that's okay. Write a book on it. We'll publish it. Right, yeah. But if it comes to truth, which is against our lie, we have no room for that. And that's why we're hated. Do I now become your enemy because I tell you the truth? Yep. So we are hated for bringing out the truth in the bubble of lies. That's what Babylon is. It's a bubble of lies that majority of people have accepted, grown into, and now don't want to be frustrated when it's questioned. Keep going.
Back in 2 Esdras 6 and 54, and it says, of him come we all, and the people also whom thou hast chosen.
That's another thing, that there's actually a chosen people. Wait a minute, coexist. We all exist. Everybody, we're all equal, white girls and black boys, right? All this whole notion. And even on top of that, that's fine. And then within the midst of that, there's like, well, this is God's chosen people, even though they're Amalek. Nobody questions that. But then when Jacob really stands up, right? Will the real will the real Israelites please stand up?
Right.
When we stand up, it's, hey, can we all just get along here? Why does color matter?
Right. I don't see color.
I don't see color. Right?
Yep.
See? Keep going.
Verse 55, it says, all this have I spoken before thee, O Lord, because thou madest the world for our sakes.
Read that again.
It says, all this have I spoken before thee, O Lord, because thou madest the world for our sakes.
The Lord made the world for our sakes. You want to know why there's creation? It's our sakes. You want to know why there's the sun, the moon, the stars, ants, worm, birds, humans, heathens? You people wouldn't exist if it wasn't for the Israelites. So your what ifs are wrong. Well, what if there wasn't? That's wrong. That's why the Lord said, if the sun were to depart from me. Do you know if the sun were to depart, earth couldn't flow?
Yep.
So that means if Israel wasn't here, there would be no earth. Yep. But people ain't ready to hear that. Man ain't ready to hear the truth. But that's what the Lord has done. Who will stand up for me against the workers of iniquity? And the workers of iniquity have worked wickedness into people's minds to where now they live a false ideology when it comes to reality. And when you tell people what reality is, you're crazy.
Yep.
You're crazy.
You're psychotic.
Yep. Keep going.
And it says, excuse me.
You're psychotic.
Verse 56, and it says, as for the other people.
Oh, if you tell them the order of the family, you're misogynist. You know.
Right.
Right.
Exactly. But even, during the early stages of Babylon being,
yep.
being created with the white picket fence, the nuclear family,
yep.
that was the ordinance.
Yep.
So why is it now some new thing saying, oh, that's not right? But
yep.
really it is right. That's the Lord's ordinance, you see?
Or when you go into history about how we got here, and then the judgment that's going to take place for what was done to us by them, and you say, hey, he that leadeth shall go into, and the first thing they say is, so you don't like white babies? Right though, you bring up the truth, like what nobody talk about. Hold up, we're telling you the judgment. See, that's the problem, is people are so preconditioned to Esau's way of order and justice that, well, we're supposed to be innocent until proven. What we're trying to tell you is you already been found guilty. This is prophecy. See, they don't like that. Carnal minds don't like spiritual intellect, because what it does is it hinders their thought process. That's where we're at right now. This is why there's always a what if with these people. There is no what if with us, right? We know what it is. Keep going.
Yep. And it says, verse 56, as for the other people, which also come of Adam, thou hast said that they are nothing.
Right. And then that's another thing. What if we're all equal? Well, your what if is wrong.
Right.
Your what if is wrong. We're telling you that you are as nothing, because guess what? That's a problem when we say that you're nothing, but it's not a problem that you've treated us like nothing.
Yeah.
That's not a problem. You've treated us like nothing. That's fine. But when we tell you in actuality, this poor nation of the world, the Most High has chosen with rich in faith, you actually are nothing, Mr. Abundance, and stolen all things and built off bloodshed and inequity. But woe unto you. Wait a minute. What if you're wrong? Well, what if we're right?
Right.
Keep going.
And it says, and has likened the abundance of them unto a drop that falleth from a vessel.
Yep. And that's the point. They're what? Oh, keep reading.
Verse 57. And now, O Lord, behold, these
heathen, these humans,
these puny heathens.
Right.
Humans,
they're humans. We're Israelite. There's a difference between a human and an Israelite.
Yeah.
A human is a heathen. Keep going.
It says, and now, O Lord, behold, these heathens, these heathens which have ever been reputed as nothing.
Always. So it was a known fact, even back then. See, it's only now because of Babylon there's questions. Just like the role of a man and a woman, like I mentioned. Women were what? Second-class citizens in the ancient world. And it makes sense. The way it was designed, the way you were created, the way your what they call genetic makeup is. You were designed to be led by a man,
and also to serve a man.
To serve a man.
That's why it says Eve is Adam's helpmeet.
Exactly.
Servant.
And what's wrong with that?
Nothing.
Nothing. But because of Babylon, now that's a problem.
Yeah.
Now it's a problem.
Yeah.
Now you can't cook, you can't clean, you don't do laundry, you don't do nothing for society.
You can deceive more children because you want to get,
Yep.
A,
Yep.
You know.
Yep. And you don't do nothing for the earth. You're not doing nothing productive. You push all this notion, which we're not going to focus on that. All we're saying is just look at it with logic and not emotion.
Right.
That's all we're saying. Keep going.
And it says, which have ever been reputed as nothing, which have begun to be lords over us and to devour us. But we thy people, whom thou hast called thy firstborn,
Yep.
thy only begotten.
Oh, well, when did the Lord call us his firstborn? When he told Moses to tell the Pharaoh to let his son go.
Yeah.
Let him go.
Yep.
We're the Lord's. That's what the problem is. We are in so far in a base society that speaking truth from the scriptures is laughable now. You people are so low in the spirit, in the mind, because of Esau and Babylon, that you have no idea our worth compared to yours. We're surrounded by dirtbags. Let's be honest. Look at how people conduct and carry themselves. No royalty, no manner of morals. The family structure is gone, but because we're coming out, bringing order back in the spirit, or shall I say, stating what the order should be, because ultimately it's going to be Yahushua. Remember, the Most High gives an increase. Mm-hmm. So we're stating what life is supposed to be like, and people are so far gone that they have a problem with that.
Right.
This is the place that we're in right now. Your what if is wrong. But you can finish that, and then we'll jump into it.
All right. And it says verse 58, it says, thy only begotten and thy fervent lover are given into their hands.
Slavery.
Yep. Verse 59, if the world now be made for our sakes.
The world has been made for our sakes.
The whole world.
We're on earth. We're on the world. We're in the world. All right. We don't abuse it, but we're actually in a world right now, right? And this world we're in was made for our sakes. You got to let that settle in, man. You got to remind yourself who you are, because this captivity is so deep. It's so deep with lies that you can almost forget sometimes who you are. Because you can be anything you want, but it's questionable if you want to be a man of the Lord. Isn't that terrible?
Yeah.
But that's the battle. And you have to remember that in your fight. No one's here. No heathen's here to pat you on your back and say, get up, Israelite man.
Yeah.
Come on. You gotta do that. Keep going.
Yep. And it says, why do we not possess an inheritance with the world? How long shall this endure?
And right. And that's the spirit we're in, man. How long, Lord? But we also understand that no man knows a time, hour, or day. Mm-hmm. So we accept the captivity, have faith, show ourselves as men, and patiently wait and bear the indignation because we have sinned. See? But just because we have sinned doesn't mean that you get off scot-free.
Right, exactly.
Now let's jump into a little bit the whole reason why we got into this lesson to begin with. So I was at work the other day, and this song came out in 1995. And there's a recent one. You had talked about it, right, bro? You said it was by Aragande.
Yeah.
Well, let me look it up. What's it called?
It's called God is a Woman.
Look at that. That's blasphemy. Like that. Yeah. God is a woman. Look, God is a woman right here. Yep. Look at this. Is sick.
Yep.
But this is because we're in cat. Look, here's the world that was made for us, and this little damn cricket. This little cricket standing on it. She don't know her position. Mm-mm. She don't even know her position. See? But
I'm sorry.
No, you got it.
And that reminds you the precept. If I can get it real quick.
Yeah.
Psalms 82, and what's that? Verse 6.
Yep, exactly.
Like
perfect.
You could, like you say, he says, she don't know, because Esau, he got the world out of whack.
Yeah.
Psalm 82 and verse 6, and it says, verse 5. It says, they know not, neither would they understand.
Yeah.
They walk on in darkness. All the foundations of the earth are out of course.
Look. The foundation of the earth is out of course. You know what this is? Queen of heaven.
That's it.
This is Queen of heaven, right? Because ain't this the heavens?
Yep.
Here's the so-called queen, whore, got her legs open, got her hand. This is blasphemy.
Yeah.
This is blasphemy, man.
Yeah, bro.
So your what if is wrong, and the Lord's going to judge them. You know, we're not going to get upset, but it is upsetting. Yeah. But let's read that again. Psalms.
Yep. Psalm 82 and verse 5. It says, "They know not."
Right. They know not. Hosea 4. Yep. Right. They know not Israel first. Yeah. Because the whole duty of an Israelite man is to serve his God through his Savior. Right. They know not. Keep going.
It says, "Neither will they understand."
2/3 are blinded. They don't have the ears to hear or to see. Right. Keep going.
It says they walk on in darkness.
Yeah. What does it say? A man that wandereth his way out of understanding
shall remain congregation of the dead.
There you go. Keep going.
It says all the foundations of the earth are out of course.
And why? Well, one, because the earth was given to the hand of the wicked for a moment, and two, Isaiah 24 not having the laws.
Right. Yep.
So it's out of course.
Yep. And also too, was that Psalm 50 and 6. He cast the Lord's word behind
50
him.
and 16. Yep. He cast the words behind him. And but let's jump into this.
It's like you said earlier, because people like they put the Most High out the equation.
Exactly.
So that's why the words is fucked up right now.
Exactly.
You know?
We'll get Hosea. That's a matter of fact, get it. Because then we're gonna break down her lyric. We're gonna answer her what is.
Right.
We're gonna answer it through the Holy Spirit. So Hosea.
Yep. Hosea 4 and verse 1. And it says, "Hear the word of the Lord, ye children of Israel."
What if that's not the Lord? Right?
Right.
See what happens when you take truth out and you give lies?
Yeah.
All they write on is what if. Remember the one dude came by, well, what if that's not the same writing?
Yeah.
Well, what if this? Yeah. Well, it's all this what ifs. This is why faith is a gift.
Yeah.
Do you see, brothers, why faith is a gift? Because we don't have to rely on what if, but we know.
Right. Exactly. And that's why the scriptures say the Lord gave us the unction to know all things.
I was just singing that.
You see?
Yep.
This back in Hosea 4:1, it says, "Hear the word of the Lord, Yahweh Shema Shai, ye children of Israel."
Right there. That proves right there. Hey, when the Lord's speaking, he's speaking to us. And then if there's something pertaining to you, we'll relay the message to you.
Yeah.
Because even the Lord's own people couldn't go to him directly. First, the Lord had to set up a priesthood. Then he set up a mediator. Mm-hmm. So you can't even go to the God of Abraham, and Isaac, and Jacob. Mm-hmm. And even Jacob descendants can't even directly go to him. You know?
Yeah.
It's an order. So now I'm a Gentile. So where the Gentiles get all this power?
Right.
But you had Aaron's sons get put to death for offering the wrong incense. But now you can just, Jesus is my boyfriend.
Man,
you know how women be saying that.
Yeah, God, God's my husband.
Well, look right here. Look look at her lyrics. You love it how I love you more. You love it how I. Who are you talking to? You believe God's a woman. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? You people are crazy. Look, yeah, she is a dangerous woman. You people are crazy. That's why the Daughters of Music's brought low.
Yeah, it's just ridiculous. Hosea 4:1, it says, "Hear the word of the Lord, ye children of Israel, for the Lord Yahweh Shema Shai had the controversy."
Well, what if I'm God body? Well, guess what, God body? You gonna die and meet God when you leave this body.
Yeah, right.
You know, it's okay because they're what ifs. Oh, Romans 3. What if some did not believe?
Yeah, you gotta get that. I get that real quick if you don't mind.
Yeah, real quick. Right yeah. People are crazy, man.
This is Romans 3 and verse 3. It says, "For what if some did not believe?"
For what if? Well, what if?
Mm-hmm.
They said, well, what if? Well, what if you don't believe us?
Yeah.
How about that?
Yeah.
When you sit here, when they always talk to y'all brothers, they say, well, what if you wrong?
Yeah.
How about that?
Yep.
I'm going to answer your question with a question. All right? You be Mountain Dew, I'll be Pepsi. We're going to go our separate ways.
Yep.
You know? Keep going.
And it says, "Shall their unbelief make the faith of the Most High without effect?"
Yeah. Should their, what if mean it ain't true?
Yeah.
No.
Right.
No. Keep going.
Verse 4, it says, "The Most High forbid, yea, let the Most High be true, but every man a liar."
Yeah, every man's a liar. Every man's a liar. Your what ifs, your breakdowns, your understanding, your meaning of life. Mm-hmm. Hey, man, you don't talk to that lady like that. That's your what if mindset. What if it was your mother? See how they do
Right.
stuff like that?
Yeah.
Cops do that too.
Oh yeah.
Well, what if this was your home?
Mm-hmm.
Stop with all this what ifs.
Because it's not.
These endless scenarios. It goes nowhere, right? All he gives you is endless scenarios.
Man. And it says, as it is written, that thou mightest be justified in thy sayings, and mightest overcome when thou art judged.
And why would we be justified in our sayings? Because what we say, we're saying it out of the scriptures.
Right.
We're not saying it from our own understanding and what if. We're saying it from the scriptures. That's why it says, let every man be a liar. So we can't be a liar if we're saying what the Lord is saying.
Right.
You know? Back in Hosea.
Back in Hosea 4:1. And it says, hear the word of the Lord, ye children of Israel. For the Lord had the controversy with the inhabitants of the land.
Which this was literally, right?
Right, at this kind of context.
But now we can use it for this time.
Right. Yep.
For this time. Keep going.
And it says, because there is no
truth. There's no truth. There's no truth. This is why people could say, what if God's a woman?
Right.
What if God was a slob like us? This is the problem. This is the problem when you take Yahweh Shemel Shai out the picture.
Yeah.
When you don't have the men of the Lord, when you don't have the kingdom.
Yeah.
This is the problem. This is why Isaiah 2 is going to be a major prophecy come to pass. Where all these people that used to live a what if life going to have to come to us for the true understanding and get the right breakdown. That's the problem. People want their own breakdown and not the right one. Mm-hmm. So when you live in a land where there's no truth, you get women that get to do stuff like this. Look, the song's called One of Us. Look, she says, if God had a name, what would it be? Well, the name's Yahweh Shemel Shai.
Let's get that real quick.
What you want, Proverbs 30 or Amos? What you want?
Proverbs.
All right.
Or
we can hold Hosea, but we can, yeah.
Okay.
No, get which one you want.
This is Proverbs 30 and verse 4.
Exactly.
She said, what is God's name?
She said, if God had a name.
Okay. Proverbs 30 and 4, and it says, who have ascended up into heaven or descended, who have gathered the wind in his fists, who have bound the waters in the garment, who have established all the ends of the earth. What is his name, and what is his son's name, if thou canst tell?
Boom. So the Bible lets you know that the Lord, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, does have a name, but has that name been revealed to you? Now let's get Amos 3, and then we'll precept that with James 5.
Okay,
You know what I'm talking about? The prophets? Yes.
I know you're talking
yep. So Amos 3, what's that, 6 or 7? Okay. Real quick.
This is Amos 3 and verse 7.
So this is telling you that the Lord's name is a secret.
Yes.
But just because it's a secret, does that mean that we don't know this secret?
Oh, you know.
We know the secret.
Yeah, for sure.
Watch. Read it.
Amos 3 and 7, it says, surely the Lord God will do nothing, but he revealed his secret unto his servants, the prophets.
Right. And then it says that there's mystery that's been hidden.
Yeah.
Oh, and then he said, I've kept them who you've manifested your name unto.
Yeah.
In John.
Yeah.
So the Lord's name has been revealed to an elect few.
Yeah. And I'm sorry.
No, you got it.
And that proves that the name of the Lord is very precious.
Exactly.
Important as well. And it's powerful. And not only that, it's a secret.
Exactly.
You see, but only a special few, like you just said, is gonna get that.
Yeah, and not ordinary mortals.
Right.
So the Joanne, you're an ordinary mortal.
Oh yeah, she's human.
Yep.
Excuse me, she's a human.
Yep. James.
Yep. James 5 and verse 10.
Because it said, I've given my secrets to the prophets.
Yep.
Then it said, what's his name if you can tell? That sounds like a secret to me.
Yep.
But where the secrets get revealed to the prophets.
Right.
Read this.
Yep. This is the book of James 5 and 10. Take my brethren, the prophets, who have spoken in the name of the Lord for an example of suffering, affliction,
break that down,
and of patience.
Yep.
Right. So, we have, us brethren out here, we had the name of Yahweh Shemel Shai. You see in the scriptures, therefore our learning and what's that Romans 15 and 4 says the scriptures, it's for our learning that we have my patience and hope.
Yep, the things written were written for
patience and hope.
Yep.
You see, in that suffering affliction, we are going through the same battle. Suffering, patience. You see.
Yep. So it says, take my brethren, the prophets.
Mm-hmm.
Now let's get John 17:6, just to answer her first question of what if.
Said John 17:6.
Yep. Because has the name been manifest? It said to the prophets.
Yeah, for sure.
But what did Yahushua say?
John 17:6, it says, I have manifested thy name.
I have manifested thy name. That was a secret,
Yep.
but the secret's only given to the prophets. And you take the prophets that call on the name, and Yahushua is telling you right here that that name's been manifested.
Mm-hmm.
So we do have the name Joanne.
Yep.
Talking about if God had a name, what would it be?
Man.
I'll assign him to you.
Right.
Read that.
It says, John 17:6, it says, I have manifested thy name unto the men, which thou gavest me out of the world. Thine they were, and thou gavest them me, and they have kept thy word.
Boom. And a part of that word is the name.
That's right.
And there's truth. So let's keep going with Joanne crazy ass. This is what happens with what if.
Mm-hmm.
This is what happens in the land of folly. This is what happens in the land of Babylon, where there is no truth.
Right.
There's a lot of what ifs. When you take truth out the way, you know what that leaves? Confusion.
And what do it say? The Most High is not the
Author of confusion. Yep. Look. It says, if God had a name, what would it be? So we just broke that down. And would you call it to his face? Oh, well, you can't see the Lord face to face. Right?
Yep.
It says, if you were faced with, but now it's him. So you know it's a him. But look, the world got wickeder. So she went from calling him to now God's a woman. See that? See how it's progressed? But remember, the scriptures say that wickedness shall increase.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, until the hurtful works are fulfilled. See? It says, if you were faced with him in all his glory, what would you ask if you had just one question? So you have a woman, a mere mortal woman, singing a song about if she could have a conversation with God, right? Look, yeah, God is great. Yeah, God is good. Yeah. Like blah, blah, blah.
Yep.
See, look, what if God was one of us? Now, what do you mean if God was one of us? Look. Just a slob like one of us. What's that scripture says? The words, Proverbs 30:5. Go there real quick.
Proverbs 30:5.
Yeah.
Okay. Proverbs 30 and verse 5.
Calling it, said, what if the Lord was a slob like us?
Mm-hmm.
He's pure.
Proverbs 30 and 5, it says, every word of the Most High is pure.
So if the word of the Lord is pure, you don't think that he ain't pure?
Right.
You can't mix wickedness with the Lord.
Right.
The Lord ain't a slob, man. Do you see the level that these humans are going?
Perfect.
Freedom, right? He's perfect. Freedom of speech is the worst thing that these people have been given, man. Read it again.
It's Proverbs 30 and 5. It says, every word of the Most High is pure.
Yeah.
He is a shield unto them that put their trust in him.
See, we don't have a what if. We don't have a what if doctrine.
Yeah.
There ain't no maybe in Hebrew. You know,
Right,
it's kana la'ah.
Yeah.
So either you believe the Lord is with you or the Lord ain't with you.
Right.
We believe the Lord is with us, humbly. Look, what else it say? Just a stranger on the bus. Well, it does say entertain strangers unaware.
True.
Right? But look at all the questions that they're asking. What if God's just a stranger? Why would the Most High leave his throne? Doesn't it say the Most High won't leave his throne?
He say he won't do nothing, but he gonna give it. He give out orders.
Right. Trying to make his way home. This is folly. If God had a face, what would it look like? Oh, Daniel. Go to Daniel. Daniel said, we're going to answer it for you, Joanne. Jesus wouldn't want you smoking, James. We're going to answer it. Daniel, what's that, 7:18?
Daniel
7 and 6?
7 and like 9.
Yeah, there it is. Yeah. What would his face look like? That's a good question.
That's a great question.
That's a great question, Joanne.
Yep, 7 and 9. This is the book of Daniel 7 and verse 9. And it says, I beheld till the thrones were cast down.
Yep.
And the Ancient of Days did sit.
Yep.
Whose garment was white as snow.
So what he looked like is he had a pure white garment, right?
And it says, and the hair of his head like the pure wool.
So then he would have woolly hair.
Yep.
Keep going.
His throne was like the fiery flame, and his wheels as burning fire.
Right. And then the next one is Yahushua said, you see me, you seen the Father.
Yes.
Is that John 14?
I'll look at it quick. I don't want to.
I think it's John 14.
Let's see. Get the wrong answer. You seen me.
Yep. John 14.
Father.
14 and 9, because then we're going to go to Revelations 1
Okay.
real quick, and then we're just going to go to Google.
Okay.
She asked a great question.
This is John 14 and verse 9. And it says, Yahushua said unto him, have I been so a long time with you? And yet hast thou not known me,
Yep.
Philip? He that have seen me has seen the Father. And how sayest thou then, show us the Father?
Now what Yahushua look like? Go to Rev 1.
Yep.
Real quick. We're going to answer this real quick. Right, though?
Yeah, man.
Ross Claude.
Foolish woman.
Foolish what ifs. See what ifs can get you? What ifs can get you in trouble.
Yeah.
This is why your what ifs are wrong.
Yes.
You know, he said, no, Colonel Sanders, you're wrong.
Yep. This is Rev 1 and verse 7. It says, behold, my bad, wrong verse. My bad. Verse 13. Yep, Rev 1 and 13, it says, in the midst of the 7 candlesticks, one like unto the Son of Man,
Yep.
clothed with the garment down to the foot,
Just like the Father.
and girt about the paps with the golden girdle.
Mm-hmm.
His head and his hairs were white like wool,
Just like the Father.
as white as snow, and his eyes were as a flame of fire,
Keep going.
and his feet like unto fine brass,
His feet were like unto brass.
as if they burned in a furnace.
Right. Yep. Keep
And-
going.
And his voice as the sound of many waters.
So brass with soot. Is that how you spell it? Soot. Like what do you spell it?
Yeah, right. Yeah, right.
Yeah,
There.
brass.
Yeah, you got it right.
Let's just put brass color. Brass
Burnt
color.
brass.
Right. Yeah, that's even better. Burnt brass. You burn copper. Look how dark it gets. There you go. Look.
That's it.
See? Look at that. Dark.
Look at that. Look at the shading right there.
Yep. Beautiful. Right. See it?
Different
Burnt
colors of
brass. Yep. See? Oh, look. What's this?
Oh wow. Yep.
Look at this.
There we go.
See? White like wool, burnt. So you've seen me. You've seen the Father.
Yep.
You see? Oh, and I got not a better one, but another example. What was my man from Good Times? Amos. John Amos.
John Amos. Yep.
Watch this.
Yep.
John Amos. Now look at him. This is John Amos, right?
Yep.
John Amos' son, Casey Amos.
Damn.
Looks just
Look,
like
just
him.
his daddy.
If
Damn.
you see me, you've seen the Father.
That's it.
Look at it.
That's it.
Look at that.
That's it.
See? So, I'm saying as an example, Yahushai, Yahweh.
Yeah.
So if Yahushai is depicted as a so-called man of color, that means the Father is a so-called man of color.
And it broke him down the same exact way.
Exactly.
The color,
Yep.
the hair,
Yep.
the garment.
Yep.
Come on, man.
So, Joanne, if God had a face, what would it look like?
It would be a so-called black man.
It would look like his son, who is a so-called black man.
Right.
So I hope that answered your what
Right.
if. It says, and would you want to see him? The question is no. You would not want to see him, because remember when Israel, they got scared?
Yeah, because yeah.
You know?
It was like thunder and lightning.
Yep.
Yeah, they got shook.
Oh, look. If seeing meant that you would have to believe in things like heaven and in Yahushai and the saints and all the prophets, so that she has a problem with the truth.
So she's scoffing.
Yeah. She
Wow.
said, if seeing meant that you would, what did Yahushua say? He said, blessed are they that have not seen and believe.
Yep.
Let's get that.
Yep, it's that Philippians.
I think it's in the Gospels. Blessed are they.
I don't think about the one about serving me and not in my presence.
Oh, Philippians.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about that one.
Right here. John 20:29. I can read it.
Okay.
John 20:29. Yahushua saith unto him, Thomas, because thou hast seen me, thou hast believed. Blessed are they that have not seen and yet have believed.
Right.
See? So your what ifs got you in a your what ifs don't got you blessed.
Yeah.
So Jake, all his what ifs don't got him blessed. Because let's see what she said again. If the Most High had a face, what would it look like? A so-called black man. And would you want to see? If seeing meant that you would have to believe in the things like, so she's an atheist.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
That like it sounds like she,
Right. Meaning, so if there is a God, I got to believe in Jesus and the saints and the prophets.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
And if seeing meant that you would have to believe in things like heaven and in Jesus and the saints and all the prophets, so it's a question. Yeah, you got to believe that.
Yeah.
You got to believe in the volume of the book. You got to believe the warnings of the prophets.
Mhm.
Yeah, God is great. Yeah, God is good. Yeah.
Oh, man, she rubbed me the wrong way, man.
Look at this. So what if God is one of us? No, he's not. Just a slob like one of us. No, he's not. Just a stranger. Well, the Most High is a stranger in Yahushua because it says he cometh with a name that no man knew.
Oh, it's that Rev 19?
Yeah.
I'll get that real quick.
Yeah, because what? It's been hidden. It's a secret.
Exactly.
It's
That's
a
why
secret.
Joan don't know it.
Exactly.
Let
Joanne.
me see. Rev 19 and verse
11, 12.
Verse 12. Yep. Rev 19 and verse 12. It says, his eyes.
We can start at 11 again.
Okay. Yep. Rev 19 and verse 11. And I saw heaven open, and behold, a white horse,
The chariot.
and he that sat upon him was called Faithful and True, and in righteousness he doeth judge and make war.
Yeah, so you want to believe in God, you got to believe in the Son. Well, the Son of the God of war.
Yep.
And in the Son, if you see me, you've seen the Father's coming what? To make war.
That's right.
Like the Father would. Keep going.
Verse 12, it says, his eyes were as a flame of fire, and on his head were many crowns.
Why? Because he's gonna take over the world.
Everything.
Well, the world was made for our sakes. Why would he not come to get the world that was made for him?
Exactly. And it says, and he had a name written that no man knew.
Yeah, you don't know it.
Right.
These people don't know the Lord. That's why she said, is he a stranger? Yeah, he's a stranger.
To you?
Yeah, if you were to see Yahushua in the flesh, he would be a stranger to you.
Yeah.
And you'd pass over him because you thought he was just another poor black man.
Yep.
Keep reading.
It says, and he had a name written that no man knew, but he himself.
And Yahushua is what? The head of what? The body. You know, we're the body. So what Yahushua knows, we know. Because didn't he say, I have manifested the name unto thee?
Yep.
And also what I know, I told unto them.
Yep.
He said, it's unto you to know, but to them to be a mystery.
Yes.
It's a parable to them, but not unto us, because we're part of the body.
That's right. She's proving it.
Exactly. So let's see what else her ass got to say. So she goes into it again, the same thing. He's trying to make his way. Oh, okay, so that was it.
Like a rolling stone back in heaven. All what?
Oh, she said, just trying to make his way home like a holy rolling stone. Remember, they rolled the stone from the sepulcher.
Yep.
Back up to heaven all alone. He's not alone. Remember, it says all the hosts of heaven tremble. Let's get that real quick. What's that? 2 Ezra 8 and 20?
Yes.
Let's get that real quick. What you talking about all alone? Everybody came from the spirit realm. You know how much creation's in the spirit realm?
You came from the spirit realm, John.
Girl?
Did you say? I'm sorry. You said
2 Ezra 8 and 20. Yeah, but the points are 21.
Yep, I got you. Let me get it real quick. It's the book of 2 Ezra.
All alone. Who said heaven you were alone? See all these what ifs?
2 Ezra 8 and verse 21.
Can I say start at 20?
Yep.
I see why the Lord got a controversy with his land.
Yeah.
Man, like, shut your ass up. That's why he said this wisdom of the world is foolishness.
It really is foolish.
Look at this little ass girl. Look at this little ass girl straddling. She should be slapped.
On top of the earth.
This little ass girl. This place is out of order, man. This place is out of order.
That's why, like you say, you gotta cry. Not cry. You gotta
laugh sometimes. You don't cry, right?
Oh man.
Before you get an eye twitch. Yep, 8 and 20.
2 Ezra 8 and 20. It says, "O Lord, thou that dwellest in everlastingness, which beholdest from above things in the heaven and in the air, whose throne is inestimable."
You can't even estimate the Lord's throne.
Whose glory may not be comprehended.
You can't comprehend the Lord, man. That's the point.
Man.
That's the point. That's why you're not supposed to in Sirach 3, don't try to
search out things that's too hard for thee.
Too high for you, man.
Don't try to grasp the wisdom of the Most High.
That's why the scientists, they get bugged out.
Yeah.
Because they come to a point where they go from the molecule to the particle to the atom to the cell, and they're like, yeah. There's got to be something else.
It is higher power.
Yep. They even got something called a God gene where they have to acknowledge the Lord. Mm-hmm. Historians have to acknowledge the Bible. Yep. Scientists have to acknowledge the spirit realm. Yep. They have to.
That's right. And it says back in 2 Ezra 8 and 21, it says, whose throne is inestimable, whose glory may not be comprehended, before whom the host of angels stand with trembling.
Before whom the host of angels stand with trembling. And then in Jude it says Yahushua is coming with the host of angels that is 10,000 thousands.
Yeah.
So that means there's millions.
Yeah.
So he ain't alone.
Yeah. And then remember it's at Rev 5 when he unloosed the seals.
Yeah.
All the angels were like, basically applauding him.
Yeah.
Give him glory.
Yeah.
So how? Come on, man.
Talking about alone. Shut your what if ass up. Let's see what else she said. She said, heaven back, so we proved that. Just trying to make his way home. Nobody calling on the phone, except for the Pope, maybe in Rome. That bitch. That weak ass lyric. That weak ass lyric. Joanne thought she was asking questions that couldn't be answered. Well, we answered them.
Right.
1 John 2:21 for Kaifo. We answered them through the Holy Spirit. We'll end it on that. Well, Joanne's doting about with questions that she don't want the answers to.
You ain't got the answer, Sway.
Yeah, Sway. Yep.
1 John 2:21. It says, I'm sorry, 20.
Yeah.
It says, but ye have an unction from the Holy One.
And who is Joanne? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I never heard what
she ain't asking questions in serious. She made a scoffing song.
Right.
And she said, what if God's a slob like us? You know?
Man.
Read that, brother.
Crazy, man. 1 John 2:20, it says, but ye have an unction from the Holy One, and ye know all things. I have not written unto you because ye know not the truth, but because ye know it, and that no lie is of the truth.
There you go.
And just like how it says in Peter, there's no private interpretation.
Exactly. See? So the Lord has given us an unction to answer these questions in the land of lies.
Yep.
Because if the truth was here, then these questions wouldn't need to be questioned.
Yeah.
We'd already have the layout, have the blueprint, have the answers.
Right. Exactly.
That's why we're coming to a time. Let's end in Isaiah 2, matter of fact. Let's end in Isaiah 2. It's very fitting for this lesson. There's a lot. Hey, once the new covenant is fulfilled within us, we're going to go from teaching each other to teaching the world.
Right. This Isaiah 2.
And it might not be so nice.
Right. Isaiah 2 and verse 1, it says, the word that Isaiah, the son of Amos, saw concerning Judah and Jerusalem, and it shall come to pass in the last days.
In the last days.
Last days, man.
Right? Keep going.
That the mountain of the Lord's house shall be established in the top of the mountains, and shall be exalted above the hills.
Yep.
And all nations shall flow unto it.
So we ain't gonna. That proves there ain't no truth in this land, because you want to need to make a song asking these questions that you didn't think couldn't be answered.
Yep.
Keep going.
Verse 3. And many people shall go and say, come ye, and let us go up into the mountain of the Lord.
Yeah, not sit in a corner, bugged out, saying, what if God is a slob like us? Or a woman. Keep going. Ridiculous. Yeah.
And it says, to the house of the Most High of Jacob, and he would teach us of his ways.
It says that we're gonna beat many nations. So that's how you're gonna get taught, right?
With that holy rod, man.
Yep.
And it says, and we will walk in his paths, for out of Zion shall go forth the law and the word of the Lord from Jerusalem.
That means the kingdom of heaven, the world will revolve around the law, statutes, and commandments that were given to the nation of Israel to walk in and enforce upon the rest of the world. Entirely, man. Keep going.
Verse 4, and it says, and he shall judge many among the nations, and shall rebuke many people.
Everybody's getting corrected.
Right.
Joanne, Grande, and all the ones that think like that too.
Yep.
Everybody's getting rebuked. Everybody's getting corrected. If you're not an Israelite, you're getting corrected. You're getting rebuked. Keep going.
And it says, and they shall beat their swords into plowshares and their spears into pruning hooks. Nation shall not lift up sword against nation, neither shall they learn war anymore.
One more.
O house of Jacob, come ye and let us walk in the light of the Lord.
There you go. So the end all be all, like Joanne and the other ones, your what ifs are wrong. And your what ifs will be answered before you can ask what if when our kingdom comes. You see? So we just wanted to do a lesson, on this topic. Like we said, we came across this song a couple of days ago.
Yeah.
But Lord's will you brothers and few sincere sisters were edified through the Spirit as we were. We just want to say, call Allah, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakhakwadash. Double honors to our elders and apostles, a great millstone that do well. With that being said, Shalom.